We ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'd like to welcome you to the May 4th, 2022 City Council meeting. Roll call. To my left, Dee Cragen, Jason Upchurch, Heather Newsom on the phone. She's there.
Hi, guys.
Caleb Sapp, Community Service Director Roger Krieger, City Clerk Treasurer Debbie Cragen. I'd like to ask you to stand for tonight's invocation as Pastor Dennis of the Happy Home Church.
Dear Father, we just thank you so much that we can come together, and we appreciate this place. We appreciate your park. We appreciate the leadership of the town council, Lord, and giving direction for our city. We thank you for their service and their hearts, and Lord, we just ask a special blessing up on them. We ask for wisdom for them and understanding, Lord, and just help them with the decisions that they make. And we thank you for so much for the city here at Deer Park. We ask you to bless all the people here also. In Jesus' name, amen.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Pastor. Okay, next item 4, approval of agenda.
Motion to approve. I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion second. Any comments by the council? All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Hi.
Heather? Okay, thank you. Motion passed. Okay, number 5, approval of April 20th, 2022 regular council meeting minutes.
Motion to approve. I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion second. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Hi.
Thank you. Item 6, new business. Item A, Deer Park Municipal Airport 2022 Pavement Rehabilitation Project. AIP 3-53-0022-031-2022, recommendation of award to CR Contracting in the amount of $442,000, $312.78. Gerald, you want to speak on that?
Sure. So this is our crack sealing, fog sealing, repainting of our crosswind runway, our main taxiway, and all the taxi lanes. We actually bid it in several schedules because we weren't sure how much funding the FAA had available, and we ended up doing the base bid, which is the runway, and then all but one taxi lane and a couple of aprons. The one taxi lane, it's about 250 feet, and you can see it was, the lowest bidder was $144,000 on that. And that was because they were patching about a 20 by 100 foot, replacing that much pavement. The pavement came out so much that we decided against that. And when you do a bid, you have to go by the schedules in order. So we decided on the base bid and schedules A and B, which gets a maximum amount of pavement preservation. And in that case, CR Contracting out of Oregon was the lowest qualified bidder out of the two.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion to approve the bid for the 2022 pavement rehabilitation project to be awarded to CR Contracting in the amount of $442,312.28.
78 cents. 78 cents.
Okay, 78 cents. Yeah. For the base bid, additive bid Schedule A, and additive bid Schedule B.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Comments by the council? Okay, so we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Hi.
Thank you. Motion carried. Next item B, Deer Park Golf Course 2021 year-end review. Craig, you have the floor. I do. I know you're going to get to bed.
So basically, last year was, to be honest, one of the best years the golf course has ever had. I think it's kind of a combination of, unfortunately, COVID got more more people playing golf, out of the house, doing different things, and it's just kind of got people out playing. It's kind of been up in general in the whole country, so it's, kind of reminds me back in the early 80s when you couldn't get a tee time, so, it's been a good thing and a bad thing. So good thing that we're really busy, bad thing for all the people that buy the passes that used to just go out and play in 2 hours. They get a little upset because the golf course is full now. But it's been a great thing for us in the city. This year was the first year that with the new contract that we ended up going over, kind of changed a few things. On the third page, it shows what we had changed, or fourth page, excuse me, where I used to pay $30,000, and we ended up started paying $15,000, but then I give you 20% instead of 10%, and basically it ended up, I think it worked out really well because we had a great year, and I ended up paying you guys more money than I think I ever have, so. Which was a good year, good for you guys and good for me, and
It was a win-win.
yeah, it was. And, I mean, I think the way we got it set up now, I mean, if I wouldn't have a good year, of course, you guys don't make as much, but then I don't make as much either, so. But, to be honest, I think this year's going to be another good year. It's been a little bit slower start, just with the weather, but not a whole lot slower. It's been actually fairly decent, so. You can kind of see on the graph I got there, it was close to 700, $780,000 compared to any other year. So it's quite a bit more last year, so it's really good. And then, of course, this year, since everything went up, the prices went up too, so that's going to help this year too, to get those numbers up higher for you guys, so. Couple things, shows in there, basically what you guys have helped me out with as far as the budgets go. Appreciate that, makes the golf course, you know, anytime we can improve anything, people really like it. Keeps things kind of fresh up there. The next page, I think I got in there what I ended up spending on repairs, you know, just typical irrigation stuff, kitchen stuff. And then I ended up, since I did have a good year, I spent a little extra money and bought a virtual golf system that I use for teaching and to play golf in the wintertime. So been great success. So this winter was a lot of fun, except I got in trouble because I usually got a lot of stuff done around the house at home, but I had to work. So. But no, it was a really good addition, and I think this year is going to be another great year. If you got any questions on anything about golf course?
Nope, you're doing an excellent job.
Well, thank you.
Very, very proud of you.
Come out to work the kitchen?
Hey, if you ever need me, I'll be there.
Okay.
I've got her cell number too.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's been, I mean, just like every place else, it's been a real chore getting people, you know. I'm just bare minimum in the kitchen, and so it's, ground crew's not too bad. My staff isn't too bad. It's been a challenge finding people to come to work.
Yeah, the restaurant's been busy every time I've been there.
I've done a lot of dishes this year.
Thank you, Craig.
Are you in,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
are you in need of staff right now?
Yeah, we could use more people definitely.
Okay.
So, if you hear of anybody, send them up.
Is there a webpage or a link where we can send them
No,
to?
you can just call up there to the golf course and just send them up and fill out the app, have them talk to me.
Okay.
Or somebody in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Penny.
Penny, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Just send it up. Kind of like to have them, you know, 21 or older, just because we do have,
Okay.
summertime, we'll use some younger help also.
How does the construction around you guys and the projected construction, do you see that affecting the golf course?
As far as the construction,
Just see lots of homes going in, some of the new.
you know, it's, I mean, a lot of new faces. I mean, it's just been, I mean, like I said, it's been extremely good. I mean, these last year and a half, it's been, I mean, something that I knew the golf course could get to eventually, but it's finally happening, you know. And it's just busy every place. I mean, golf has just gotten, you know, really popular. I mean, I remember last year, you know, two couples pull up and have new carts, new clubs, dressed and ready to go play golf, and oh man, these people are serious, you know, and get out there, and I'm going out to give a lesson. I'm watching them tee off on the first tee, and 2 out of the 4 missed the golf ball. I mean, they couldn't even, I mean, they didn't even know how to play really. They got done, but they had the best time ever. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's just, people are enjoying it, and a lot more new people and stuff, which is also a challenge to get around and stuff.
Do you guys track locations people are coming from before?
Somewhat on our tee sheet, you know,
I assume somewhere in the process, some of the
when
codes
you,
or something might show.
when you can book online, so you have to fill out the stuff, we can look at that data and stuff.
Okay.
I mean,
I'd just be curious to know, that would be really probably helpful tourist data to start seeing like where we're drawing from.
you know, to be honest, most of it's, you know, Spokane. I mean, you get a ton of people from Spokane, I mean, just because you have the Wanderers Golf Course, which is north. You have Esmeralda, that Sundance closed down, so we got a lot of those people come up to our place. Another golf course out in the valley is the Fairways. They're actually whipping up 9 holes, putting in houses. So, just because it's...
And my next question was going to be if you see any potential or any need for expansion or any possibilities.
Well, I mean, there's things that are gonna need to be done eventually. I mean, sprinkler system, you know.
I just meant like, I don't know, another 9 holes or,
more holes,
yeah.
No,
Okay. Just curious.
yeah, 18 is about all you're gonna wanna do, you know, I mean, get into 27 and then it's just, it's a nightmare. You know, but, yeah, there are gonna be some costs down the road, costs over and stuff, but, sprinkler system's gonna be down the road. Stuff. Overall, the course is, you know, great shape. Been a lot of fun.
Besides hiring, do you have any other big challenges that you know, besides hiring and staffing, do you have any other big challenges with Southwest?
Not necessarily, you know, just, you know, the RV park has been fantastic with the new owners. It's been great to work with. That place is packed, which has helped. The golf course, the restaurant, everything. I think it's helped everything in town too. I mean, you got 125 RV spots up there. In the summertime, they're full, so you know, there's 250 people probably, because most of them are couples. I mean, that's a big impact on the town as far as most of them have dogs and things to get groomed and whatever, you know, vet, whatever. It's a huge impact. People coming up to play golf. I mean, we do, like today, we did 242 players today. 80 of them were all ladies from Spokane. Came up and played. It was a saga tournament, so don't let people travel up and go through the town to, they know they're going to buy something on the way out or whatever. So I think both of those things are great attractions for the city, bring people in, just kind of see what's going on.
Is there anything the Chamber of Commerce could be doing to help partner with you to help keep them here a little, an extra hour longer?
Yeah, I mean, we could certainly sit down and talk and brainstorm a few ideas, there's always one of ways to kind of get people here and keep them to stay, we've been, it's amazing how many people are taking golf lessons now. It's just nonstop. Yeah, just, I could give 12 lessons a day if I had the time to do it. I just don't have the time to do it. Fortunately.
And there's only one of you.
There is. And he's tired right now.
See that?
Didn't get much sleep, but.
Thank you, Craig. Thank you. You can go home now.
I'll wait. You want a hammer? No.
Okay, next up, item 7, old business, we have none. Item 8, resolutions, we have none. Item 9, ordinances, we don't have any. Item 10 is consent agenda. Letter A, approval of voucher claim check numbers 40222 through 40256, including EFT debits in the amount of $241,816.63 for the second half of April 2022. Item B, approval of payroll checks number 14583 through 14616, including PFML, 941 taxes and health benefits in the amount of $145,512.93 for the month of April 2022.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Okay, we got it. Thank you, Heather. Any comments by the council?
Question, I noticed that Chamber, I had thought we were paying Chamber like $500 or $600 or $700.
They were in arrearages. They did not do the year-end statement when they were supposed to. So this was January, February, March. So we're caught up.
Okay, great.
Correct?
Thought I'd missed something.
Yep.
Sweet.
Okay, any more questions? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you. Motion carried. Item 11, council questions, comments, or reports. We'll start with UD.
I have nothing this evening.
Jason?
Yeah, just a couple of things. I was just chatting with Dee a little bit before the beginning. I don't speak for her, I speak for me, but we were just talking about, we've got applicants for the open position from Ron. I've read through, I think, all the resumes that I have had so far. A lot of good candidates. Unfortunately, like, it'll only be one, but definitely a lot of qualified people have applied. So that's a good thing. The other thing is, just wanted to give an update. Mayor Tim, Councilwoman Cragen, myself, Jim Scholes, Scotty, we've been on a police committee for 3 months, something like that. Just a fact-finding committee to see if this is, a local police department would be a feasible thing for us to have. In the coming, month or two, we'll send out a questionnaire through the water bill system to gain information from the citizens to see, what other information that we can glean from them, questions we can answer, that sort of thing. So, we're wanting to be very methodical. We're wanting to do all our homework. The safety of our city is very important to all of us. So, really appreciate the deputies who patrol here now. We'll be seeing a questionnaire in the coming month or two.
Mm-hmm. It'll be mailed out for June's or May's billing. So. Good?
Yes, sir.
Heather, do you have anything?
I don't.
Okay. You can sign off and go to bed now.
Okay.
Thank you. Caleb?
I was curious, tagging off of Jason's comments, what other methods will we be using to collect data on the questionnaire?
Right now, we're just gonna do the mail, and then possible survey through his Facebook or whatever. I don't like that, but,
We need to do it through the mail so that it,
or not through the mail, through our billing process.
So I would say we need to do it through several methods. I don't think through a personal Facebook is a great idea. The
No.
city should have a Facebook page, so that would be a great thing now that we have a tech director.
But you still don't have the identification of property owners. You can have somebody
You don't have that now.
with mail to their house.
Okay, well, and then we're missing the renters.
That's true.
It's the same, I mean, it's the same problems we always have with this
it's
method.
property owners that pay the water bills.
Okay.
It is what it is.
That's great. Well, I would really appreciate it, since we're well ahead of the 2-week period, if we could have that on the agenda for next time, talking about different technological updates. Would love to hear a report from the new IT guy. He's been here 5 months.
You're not gonna hear from him. He is not a department head. He is my employee, not yours.
I keep forgetting that. Thank you for the
Okay.
reminder. But I really think we should.
It's not IT, cyber.
Okay.
Our IT comes from Vision. They handle all our IT stuff.
So he's specifically working to protect us on cybersecurity. He's not doing anything else. What a shame. Oh, that's sad. So
We have our ITs all taken care of. We're in good hands.
okay, you're right. I'm using the word IT, and in my mind, that's meaning something different, and I apologize. What I am aiming for, what I would like us to be able to talk about, is a communication strategy and how we plan to do that. And in my mind, that fits under that, but I can see how those are different
Thank you. Okay.
job descriptions. And I'm now going to back up because I'm now thinking about the agenda we do already have on the plate for our next meeting. Now I'm going to withdraw that request.
Okay.
So I do intend to keep working towards that, and I know that's a frustration point, but I really think that only through the water bill is a distinct disservice to our community. It's a real lack. So that's the comments on that. My other question, I was curious, do we have an update on the request for proposal as it's working through Chuck's office?
I emailed you the copy of it. That's after he went through it.
Oh, okay, great. I was just, do we know when we're going to bring that before the full council?
Well, I think, don't you got, at least on my date timer, you got Monday or Tuesday set up for a meeting, right?
Yes, Tuesday at 9 o'clock.
Is it Tuesday or Monday?
I don't remember.
Meeting that I missed? Or
You're supposed to be.
Oh, I thought we had okay.
Tuesday at 9 is what I have
All day checking.
on my schedule.
I had thought that, because I didn't see any big changes
There's a couple in there, and then there's one that we need to talk through as far as, because it'll have to come back to the council and get concurrence on the makeup of the committees specifically. So,
Okay. Thank you.
nothing huge, but
Right.
I think we go through it one more time.
Sure. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Then they'll propose it to the council.
It should be at the council at the next
one.
The 18th.
meeting. And there's a schedule in there that we should be able to hit for advertising and all that stuff.
Right, I've
So,
seen that. That's great. Okay, thank you. That's all I was curious about, was just the timing of where we're at. And that's all my comments for tonight.
Okay. Thank you. Item 12, interested citizens, oral communications, requests and comments from the audience on unrelated agenda items. Mr. Schultz.
I got two things. One, I want to compliment the town employees. Every time they've been working over at Country Club Park, and whenever they pass the house, they always wave, going and coming. That's kind of nice to see. The other thing is, former council member Scholes is facing their first Texas storm tonight, and his kids are freaking out. But they're very happy, and they closed on their house today.
Good for them. Good. You know, you have anything? She is the Chamber Board Vice President, Naomi Diaz. Okay. Anybody else have any comments or questions? Okay. All right, moving on to item 13, adjournment.
Let's go home.
Adjourned.
After
Thank
we
you.
sign the paper. After we sign the paper.
Yes.